What is up, players, and welcome back to another reaction/reading episode to Beyblade Journeys Season 2, the cancelled season. Once again, this series is done by my good friends Nick Flicks and Lance Kataki, so please go check them out in the description below. And yeah, we're on to episode 2 today. This video was actually supposed to be recorded yesterday, and I do apologize for that. I had a busy day yesterday, and after I came back home, my knee, which I don't remember if I mentioned it in the last videos or not, I had actually dislocated my knee, and it was hurting really badly last night, so I do apologize for this late recording. So yeah. This is episode 2, which is titled Frozen Flames. So, yes, I'm gonna drink real quick. And let's get into the video.
But before we get on with the video, I would like to take a moment to thank our sponsor, BasinBricks.com, where you can go and pre-order the brand new CX-17 of the Unicorn Bay. I can't remember its name right now. As well as still get pre-orders on the BX-49 Drone Strike set and the UX-19 Bullet Griffin set. You can still grab yourself the Storm Spriggan X-Over Bay, as well as still pre-order CX-16. The rest of the CX expansion is already out, but you can still grab them, and if you use code BAYMASTER16, you will get yourself 7% off at checkout. Once again, that is BasinBricks.com.
Exterior. Beyblade World Championship venue exterior. So it looks like we're at the World Championship. So I can't remember exactly how long of a time skip jump that is from episode 1 to 2. I think it's a couple weeks. But I am looking forward to seeing this. We'll actually get to see some battles for the World Championship here. And let's see if any of my theories are correct. Whew. It is the day before the Beyblade World Championship. Nick Flicks and Lance Kataki have just arrived to the venue in order to register and attend the information ceremony. Okay. They both admire the architecture of the building. Nick. Oh, right. Some advice from Lance Kataki himself. I do not need to read the characters' names because more than likely you guys are reading the script as I go through, so I'm going to try not to do that. I do apologize in advance if I do. Wow. It's such a beautiful venue. This is going to be so exciting. Yeah, no kidding. You feel ready though? Nick looks at Lance and then nods his head. This last month and a half, we've been practicing non-stop. With Phoenix and Knight on our side, I know we can do this. Speaking of, I was correct. Knight did evolve, and it is using the Knight male blade. So, Lance, thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate that. I'm going to try to do that as much as I can whenever we look through Beyblades, and if there's any involved ones, I'm going to try to guess which ones they are. I don't remember where I left off, so I'm just going to go ahead and redo that whole line. This last month and a half, we've been practicing non-stop with Phoenix and Knight on our side. I know we can do this. I couldn't agree more, but you got to remember just one thing, Nick. What's that? Lance points at Nick. It's going to be me and you. Sorry, it's going to be you and I who will be in the finals. Nick gets excited. Yeah, you're totally right. Interior, Beyblade World Championship venue interior. Also, if I don't need to do that, let me know again, Lance. I do apologize. Nick and Lance both enter the building, to which they find themselves in awe. There are thousands of excuse me. Also, excuse my dog. It is like 5:30 a.m. I'm recording this early because I do have to go to work today at my brand new job. So I do apologize. There are thousands of bladers, all of them come in from different places all over the world. Ooh, okay. There's so many people. Yeah, one more than I last competed here about 4 years ago. As Nick looks around, Lance spots something. Look, Nick. There in the distance, Lance spots the registration area, comprised of tens of registration kiosks. Okay. Nice find. Let's go ahead and get over there so we can register. Lance nods and the two begin to push through the crowd. They make their way over to the registration kiosks. As they reach the area, Nick and Lance use separate kiosks in order to register. Nick stares at the screen, which reads, "Tap here to begin registration." Kiosk. Hello, and welcome to the 11th Annual Beyblade World Championship. In order to register for this tournament, please scan your blader identification. As a reminder, only ranked bladers are eligible to register. Nick pulls out his blader card, or phone, and scans it onto the machine, and begins to read it. I will say, only thing I would have done differently, instead of a phone or a registration, I would have used the actual Beyblade X Battle Pass, just because I do feel like this would make more sense to have to scan in order to get into the tournament. Although, I don't think we've actually seen it in any of Journey Season 1, so I don't actually know about that. But that's what I would have done. So I'm gonna go get me a drink. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. My throat was starting to get heartburn, so I just needed something to help cool it down, so I don't have to keep yawning or coughing during this reading. So if you do see me over here sipping on this, that is why. And that's exactly why I wanted to try to stop it. Welcome, Nick Flakes. Current rank, 927. Jeez. Okay, so Nick, and I'm hoping Lance too, both really started training. So last we left off, they were in the 9 or 8,000s. So, jeez. Rank, they're in the top 1,000. Well, Nick is at least in the top 1,000 ranks. That is insane. Country of representation, United States of America. Please confirm registration using the touchscreen. The screen displays a green button with the words accept participation and a red button with withdraw participation. Nick takes a deep breath. This is everything we've been working towards, Phoenix. Nick presses the green button, which confirms his enrollment in the 11th Beyblade World Championship. So this is the 11th Beyblade World Championship. And he was last here 4 years ago. So he was the Beyblade World Championship of... oh jeez, I should not have tried to do math. I'm not good at math, I'll be completely honest. So 4 minus 11. So he's the 7th World Championship winner. Okay. That's what I was thinking, but I don't remember. I also don't remember if that's ever been said before or not. I know he was a World Championship winner, but I didn't think they said he was the 7th. We now switch to Lance POV as he is registering. Please scan blader identification to continue. Lance scans his blader card. The machine reads it. Welcome, Lance Kataki. Current rank, 1,136. Okay, so Lance is not in the top 1,000, but he is a lot higher ranked than last we've seen him, which I think we last seen Lance at rank 4 or 5,000 on episode 9. Country of representation, United States of America. Please confirm registration using a touchscreen. Sorry, I'm not tired, and the story is not boring. Please do not take my yawning as signs of me being tired or bored of this. I just yawn, especially with long reading. I have asthma problems, so I have to take deep breaths to read. like if I'm going to speak it. Lance stares at the green accept button and red withdrawal buttons on the screen. He closes his eyes. Nick and Heck. I'll win this for both of you guys. So that's how you spell Heck. Okay, cool. I didn't know if it was Heck as in like H-E-C-K or H-E-K. It is H-E-C, so Heck. Heck Kataki. And I do know from our Q&A video with Lance and Nick, every character's name has a meaning to it. I don't know if that applies to Heck as well or not, but I am going to have to research that. Lance opens his eyes and presses the green accept button to confirm his participation. As the two have confirmed their participation in the tournament, they both exit their kiosk booths at the same time and walk to the lobby together. You know this means we're one step closer to having our epic battle in the finals. Lance grins, when suddenly a voice comes over the intercom and the venue quiets down. Attention Bladers! Please direct your attention to the nearest screen for our informational presentation is about to commence. Nick and Lance focus on the screen. A presentation goes 3, 2, 1, then begins to play. Welcome, Bladers, to the 11th Annual Beyblade World Championship Tournament. The crowd begins to cheer. As the biggest tournament in the world, we're beyond excited to see who will rise up and claim the title of next World Champion. Firstly, we wish to congratulate every single participant on earning a ranked fighter status in order to qualify for this event. And to all the Bladers who traveled across the world to be here, thank you for your commitment. And now, to reveal the final total of Bladers participating in this year's World Championship. Here we go. A graphical animation realized by water slot. Slots with numbers plays on the television. One by one, the numbers begin to stop. 8, 1, 9, 2. The numbers reveal backwards, so 2, 9, 2, 9, 1, and then I would assume 8. Nick's eyes will open wide, then deliver no way line below. Then 8 will be revealed. No way. Wow, 8,192 Bladers are in attendance. A new tournament participation record. Over 8,000 Bladers. Now to explain the 3-stage format. The room goes quiet again. Per the name, the Beyblade World Championship will occur in 3 stages. The first stage is dubbed the Knockout Stage. During this stage, all 8,192 fighters will engage in 7 battles over the course of 7 days. Interesting. Bladers will be paired against others with similar records. Seems standard. Now for the harsh part. The crowd goes silent. At the end of the knockout stage, only Bladers who possess a 6-1 record or better will advance to the second stage. Ooh. Okay, so sort of like a Swiss tournament, I would say. Emotion stirs in the crowd. Dang, that's very cutthroat. There's absolutely no room for mistakes here. A new graphic displays on the screen. Stage 2 is dubbed the Pull Stage. Ooh, okay. In this stage, all remaining Bladers will be placed in one of 8 groups. Here, Bladers will play another 7 matches across 7 days. Excuse me. Against Bladers within their group on similar records. Only the top Blader in each group will advance to the 3rd stage. Interesting. Lance looks over at Nick and squeezes his fist. Crap. That means if me and Nick are placed in the same group, we can't make it to the finals together. Final new graphic displays on the screen. Finally, stage 3 is called the final stage. For the last stage of the tournament, the 8 bladers who have advanced past stage 2 will be placed in a single elimination tournament bracket that will spawn the course of 2 days. The crowd begins to cheer again. That is all of the announcements that we have for you today. Thank you again for your participation in the 11th Annual Beyblade World Championship, and best of luck to all those competing. The presentation concludes, and the crowd begins to cheer once again. So overwhelming and intense. Yet, I can't help but feel that Nick and Lance look at each other, that fist bump, and smile. We totally got this. We fast forward a day. Okay, so this is the next day, the official first day of the tournament. Nice. The 11th Beyblade World Championship has officially begun, and many battles have already started. Nick Flakes walks up to his round 1 opponent. He enters the arena and faces Greer Thornton, rank 6728. So he's okay, not that interesting. Okay. Yeah, we are going to get some high ranks in here, and some low ranks. I wonder what rank 1 will be. Country of representation, Iceland. Ooh, so we're getting all around the world bladers in this one. Okay. Best of luck in today's match. Let's make this a memorable one. Yeah, best of luck to you as well. I'm excited to finally be competing in the Beyblade World Championship once again. Oh, so you're a veteran. This will make a good match. Greer pulls out his bay. Wall Mammoth. Ooh, okay, so it's Mammoth Tusk. So, I wonder if it's going to be one of the 2 exclusive metal coats, or if it's just going to be standard Mammoth. I want to say standard because, well, I don't know. They could do either. Either could be clean for this. An A-tier bay with B+ attack and A+ defense. And A+ stamina. Okay, so it is an all-around good bay for this. Okay. The 2 load up their launchers and shout 3, 2, 1, let it rip. The battle begins and the 2 bays attack each other fiercely. Looking at his bay, it seems to be of defensive type. Even so, Phoenix's attack power still seems to be too much for it. Nick's assessment is right, as Phoenix is clearly outpacing Mammoth and winning the battle. Go, Phoenix! Go, Mammoth! Phoenix and Mammoth clash for a tiny bit when Phoenix sends Mammoth sliding back to create space between the 2 bays. Go, Mammoth! Special move! I don't know why, but I picture like I'm gonna move the mic out of the way a little bit. I picture the Power Rangers, just like something like that. I don't know, like original Mighty Morphin for the move. Mammoth begins to charge up his special move. Nick gives the motion for Phoenix to attack, but then stops in his tracks. He has a quick flashback of many duels from fighting Lance, where Knight used Alloy Shield to deflect Nick's from the ring. The flashback ends and Nick looks flustered. Considering Mammoth is a defensive type bay, it's probably in my best interest not to attack right now. I think we're better off just waiting out his special move. Ice Age! Nick is shocked. Suddenly an icy blizzard begins to emit from Mammoth. The harsh winds chill the stadium quickly, and the visibility of the stadium is temporarily reduced due to the snow. After a few seconds, the blizzard dies down and both bladers are now able to see the stadium. Phoenix! Mammoth's special move not only covered the stadium floor in ice, but also frozen Phoenix in a block of ice. Oh, this season's good. Oh, this season, either this is really, really amped up the special effects, or you guys went and froze an actual Beyblade in ice. He froze the entire stadium. Greer starts laughing. You should have attacked me when you had the chance. Now your Phoenix is frozen solid and unable to battle, which means I won. Nick looks disappointed. You're right, Greer. I hesitated. and as a result, I put both Phoenix and I in a bad spot. Bad spot, son. This battle is already over. It doesn't get much worse than that. Nick chuckles. Look again, Greer. Huh? As Greer looks at Phoenix, he begins to see water droplets on the ice that has frozen Phoenix solid. As he looks down he sees a melted circle of slush at the base of Phoenix. What? Impossible! My mammoth froze your Phoenix solid. I saw it with my very eyes. Suddenly, a huge flame emits from the ice that froze Phoenix, and as a huge gust of steam from the flames melting the ice is produced. As the steam clears, Phoenix stands at the center of the area spinning with a blazing flame, and all the ice in the arena has melted. No way. Thanks for roughing that one out, Phoenix. Now let's finish this. Phoenix dashes into Mammoth and the two begin to clash. Phoenix quickly overpowers Mammoth and begins to push it back. These flames, they're so overpowering, but for some reason they feel so gentle. As the clash continues, Phoenix gets the upper hand and is able to knock out Wall Mammoth from the stadium. Nick Flicks wins. Good work, Phoenix. That's a great start to our championship run. We switch over to Lance Kataki, who has also just concluded his round 1 match, and we see the arena. It is revealed that Titanium Knight, I forgot that was the name of the bay now, I do apologize, is the only bay in the stadium, indicating that Lance has also won this round 1 match. As day 1 concludes, Nick and Lance's record stand at 1-0. This is awesome, dude. We're getting to see bladers from all around the world. We're getting to see new bays, a lot more special moves, hopefully some really cool visual effects. And I'm very excited for the next episode for 2 reasons only. Oh, not 2 reasons only, 2 reasons specifically. One of which is just because this season is amazing. Second one, you guys will have to wait for that episode to find out. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Remember, be safe and bay away. Peace out, everybody.